glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Kodiaks and the Oregon State Beavers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Beavers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. It'll be the Kodiaks offense will have the ball first. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Handoff for Frazier. Maybe a crease. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to pass, it's Powers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got his man across the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Kodiaks are rolling down the field. Here's a give to Frazier.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually...
Snags it, and he's open. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And it's the Kodiaks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Kodiaks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll park it right around the 25. The Beavers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get a look at Malik Murphy. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He's got him in the flat. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes...
Touchdown, Beaver! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Powers. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And it's the Kodiaks who will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Back to pass, it's Powers. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Nolan. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the right. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Kodiaks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack and creating some momentum.
Here's a little room there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. The corners are walked up tight. Here's how the career starts. His first carry.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Willis. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And it's the Kodiaks decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Nolan. At the 40, there he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Butler. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Now on second down. The run inside. It's Vance. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
What a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Looking downfield, it's Powers. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback.
Caught, and he's got room. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Beavers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line. A first down run, and the driving for the goal line. Loose football. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Using his legs, it's Willis. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with the Beavers head coach at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. He's got it down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Murphy. With the catch, it's Butler. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really...
Snags it, and there's running room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll run play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Beavers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's a heat. And they got him.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some outbreaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Beavers! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Looking to throw its powers. Under fire. And down he goes.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Oregon State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Makes the catch. It's Hampton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. On the run, it's Hatcher. Finding some room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. So 1st down will open up the final period. Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
He'll pull it down. And that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Powers. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Swings it out to his running back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Got his man on the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Beavers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Kodiaks want to move quickly. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that fourth down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And it's the Kodiaks are marching down the field.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Dropping back, it's Powers. Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense put the stop.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it to the back. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Beavers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Trying play action. Fires to the right. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Powers. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Vance. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Using his feet to buy time. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Kodiaks come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd it long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. On the move to the left. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kodiaks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take...
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Touchdown, Beaver! And the beatdown has ensued.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Powers. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Chase to the right. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's good.